Ah ha ha, there we go. Ah ha ha, there we go. Could you imagine doing a whole stream, just muted microphone? Gotta remember to do this through Twitch because I can have a lot more control over it. Okay, this is good. This is good. Everything's good. All right, so we're gonna be looking at another one of the builds that I really like, and that's gonna be the Void Knight. We're gonna do the Warpath Void Knight. All this is fine for the sake of what we're doing.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only terror, myself, and the void.
This is going to start off a lot the same as the Forge Guardian one that we did, just because these first, up until you unlock Void Knight, there's not really too much that's going on with it. So if you watched the Forge Guardian, come on online. The amount that we have to wait is already, it's already enough for me to know. So I'm just gonna jump into offline right off the bat. Will it let me name it the same now? Since I'm offline? Ah! Warpath, Void Knight.
In the beginning.
That's how fast it should be. Boom. So, if you watch the guide on... Not the guide, the stream. If you watch the stream on the Forge Guardian, the first couple levelers are going to be largely the same. Just because there's really not too much going on before you get Void Knight. Pretty much the same basic. Find a skill that you like. Put some points into it if you want to. And keep pushing. We'll get Warpath right off the bounce here pretty quick. There it is. And it begins. So the other spells that you're going to end up using with this, or that I use with this, are just things that like buff your damage, buff your crit rate, buff your health leech. We're not doing the hard mode thing. We'll make sure that we don't have... Yep, okay. Too early for a loot filter. Ooh, I'm a little choppy. I don't know why I'm so choppy. Usually not. So this time around, we're going to go two-handed weapons, increase damage. Strength is always good, and the resistances are good. Not doing anything with shields. And I think eventually... yeah, it's fine. You can dual wield it, but it's not the same vibe. So we're going to do physical damage to melee attacks. The retribution chance is always nice, but retribution is... it just womp. So we'll start right there. Just gotta wait for stuff to drop at this point. Our Forge Boy? Oh, not yet. First slot, you're not gonna believe this. It's Warpath. And we're eventually gonna go this route. Abyss Echoes, Time Rot, all this stuff is chef's kiss. We're not really gonna worry about speed and mana so much. We just want to get our damage up as far as we can. Void and necrotic damage in this game very good. Except, I mean, like, the Ruined Age is a lot of void enemies and stuff, so you kind of run into a little bit there, but... into the camp. He's Hirot's champion? I appreciate that they fixed the one-handed weapon carrying. In the closed beta, you would carry them upside down. Which was Interesting. See, and since we have stuff from our previous character, like right off the bat, dodge, haste, haste on you. I think that might be it for now. Level 6 for the humming bee, so you might as well just hold on to that. I mean, not really. Sort. So it's a small start, but it's 21. We're not getting to level 6. Sure. Lena. Hi, Lena. Yeah, I got you, girl. Now we're just waiting for a good two-hander to drop. Yeah, you'll see that haste kicking every once in a while. Game's already easier. We'll get mana correction a little bit later on. Plus 10 melee void damage. Plus melee damage, plus critical strike. Gorgeous. Perfect. Wonderful. Two to get here. So, just because I'm skipping through. So, we're going to add melee void damage, doubled with the two-hander. Then we're going to add Echo Knight, increase void damage and a chance to create an echo. That's a big part of it. Then we're going to get Apocalypse Whirl, which is going to give a chance to add Time Rot, which is like void damage over time. And then once you add Time Rot, you deal increased damage against Time Rot. And then finally, you have Abyss Echoes every 5 seconds, which is really nice. And then we'll work on everything else. It's still not going to be perfect. We're still lacking health and mana regen. We're still lacking some basic defenses here. So things will still get hairy. Might actually switch over to Rive on this, just because. Our first boy, Styriax. Oh, that mana regen's gonna feel good. Yeah, stand in your fire. That's cool. Like some kind of jerk. Same thing, predictable path. So if I remember correctly, the way it's going to work is that Rive has slightly better damage single target, and then of course, obviously for everything else, we're doing our Warpath. That was pretty timely. I really should put together like a hammer throw, javelin, something, because it's really fun. I think when I do the Paladin, I think the Paladin has a lot of stuff that you can do with. Let me just take all this. Gives us this one. Break the Jim Jam. On our way. We pick up Rebuke. Still a big fan of Rebuke. Still fun. Always will be. Bro, just throw the thing. So, if you really want to, you can do the counterattack route. It's not something that I really do too much of. The goal is to not get hit whenever possible. Stun avoidance is still huge. And then armor spend and damage taken from enemies nearby, since we're always going to be nearby enemies. It's kind of nice, to be really honest with you. It's always tricky. I think I'm just going to do this. They can't do damage to you if you're dead. Remember that. If they're dead. Not if you're dead. If they're dead. Okay. I guess we'll take a quick look here. We can definitely put the Avarice gloves on. We can go back to the Humming Bee, but that's really not going to be what our build's for, so never mind. Dodge rating, cast speed. Really, we're not using anything on the Claw. It was just kind of a filler. Nothing there, nothing there. Increased armor, void resistance, and cold damage. Not quite where we're at with our lives. Plus 14. Melee lightning. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. And nope. About this mace here. Plus 24 is real nice. But we're going to lose our void damage, which is, at this level, it's pretty legitimate. Alphas. It just shows we got a new skill, that's all. Possibly better. Get rid of some of these whites. I really should already put the loot filter on for the whites, and to think if this weapon's good. 18 crit, cold damage, physical damage, chance to blind. Yeah, sure, why not? The other nice thing that's nice is that just loot filter. Oh, it kept mine from pre-release. Yeah, so recolor with minion damage, hide normal magic. That's cool. Loot filter, hide normal and magic items. We already made it. It's already in there. We don't need to make another one. Come up here and let him get snatched again. Come on. Scoot your butt. Yep, you do that. Talk to her to trigger the event. Oh no. Somebody help him. Keeper's camp. Sure, I will check out this thing that is in conveniently the next zone that I'm going to. That sounds great. Nothing new and exciting. Cool. He got kidnapped. Another skill specialization. Not really anything I would use it on right now, but like I showed you before, and I'll show you again. You can always despecialize. Like, say we decide not to go the warpath route. Hang on. Say we decide not to go the warpath route. You just come over to respec. You can either remove a skill that you put in the wrong spot, or you can despecialize completely, and it opens that spot back up. So you're not super locked in, which is one thing I really like. 1820. I'll put Void Cleave in because I really haven't had a chance to play with it. We'll see how it works. There's not really too much. Shield Rush is nice. Excuse me, miss, are you okay? That's done. So we got our next, so that's gonna give us Time Rot. Time Rot is an ailment that deals 45 void damage over time It increases stun duration, and it can stack. Which is just peachy for us. And now we've got this cool purple as it starts to take over the warpath. We'll check real quick while we're standing here, make sure there's nothing. Yeah, increased stun chance and melee attack speed. Bruh. Da, 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 da. For excuse me, for health is really good. Melee damage. See, God, I almost want to do this. No, we're not doing it. So we've got stun chance, which is compounded by our time rot. And we've got increased attack speed. And things are kind of starting to come together now. And what you'll notice as you play is that you'll get random stuff. One aspect of this game that's really nice is just the fact that sometimes stuff is random. Especially before you can go target farm and have your pick of the litter when it comes to higher end stuff. So we kind of lucked into this mace, but maces in general, they're really good, I think, especially for Void Knights. Ooh, 50% increased void damage. That's disgusting. But we can't use it till 19, and we're only level 8, so we'll just hold on to it. Orion's Pike is named, though. To cast Fire Aura on kill with fire skills. It's not a fire skill. Chance to ignite, chance to slow, void. It's pretty exciting. I guess we'll give it a try. And if it sucks, we'll just go back to the thing that we had. Yeah, it's fine. Shield Rush, baby. We're not going to be able to use Shield Rush for actually a little while. Actually, oh, that was the other thing I wanted to look at. So Shield Rush, don't do it. So Shield Rush down here no longer requires a shield and deals additional base void damage, but it costs more mana. Interesting. That's very interesting, because it's got a whole bunch of void stuff. Void being that travels with you. Ooh, I think we're going to try it for now. We'll work over here until we can use it. Make ourselves a speedy little boy. First big fight. Orion. Orion and Emberwing. This fight going a little bit faster than our Forge Guardian at the time only had Vengeance and a shield, was doing almost no damage. But you know, say you really like this approach, but you wanted to go Paladin once you choose your mastery. You can, and you can respec everything. Done. Let's go talk to our boy. Let's head back to camp. It's done. Drop this off. Really not too much else. Was this any better for what we had? Physical damage? Throwing damage? Yeah, sure, that's fine. This one was really spicy. We'll hold on to Orion's. We'll put it over here just in case we stumble into a build that really uses it. He is back, and we're about to leave. Bye-bye. Welcome to the Ruined Era. We're going to have a slight downtick just because these things are sort of naturally more resistant to void damage, but not entirely. Obviously, we're still killing just fine. One more level and we can start using our mobility skills. Love that. Increased cooldown and recovery speed. Not really the jam to be TBH, IMHO. Dang, we hadn't got a decent ring yet. Damage over time, that's going to help with our time rot. Strength, physical resistance. Love it. Use it. Increased damage over time. Minion damage, kind of worthless. Chance to ignite on hit. Fine. William. You're being extremely helpful, William, and I appreciate you. But you see, you just grab the hilt of that sword, lean back on your heels, like a hammer throw, just spin that baby around. Sure. Hey, everybody. I brought Guard William. No, you can stay here, man. You can stay here. Oh, just let me charge. Minimus, you're a good boy. Don't listen to what he says. No, nothing. Nothing. There we go. We'll do this. Thank you. We'll do this. Why is that floating like that? Wild. I guess I never noticed. I guess it's been there the whole time. Ugh. Now we can run. Hell yeah. We will have to use it sparingly or we're not going to have a lot of mana for the spin to win. I've cleared the path. Get out of here. Ooh. Relic right off the bat. What do we got? 34 health. Bad regen. Yeah, so that's definitely like an Acolyte one that I'm definitely not going to use. Not gonna go well for them, yeah. Yep. God, that really does just cost an arm and a leg's worth of mana. Force reacts, very nice. Another ring, desperately needed. Level 12. So, this damage is reduced by your increased attack speed, not needed. Don't need damage on it. Yeah, but it still costs more mana. So really we want to just push it into this. We want it to cost less mana. What's this ring that we picked up? Movement speed, void resistance, dexterity, fine, minion damage, meh. Physical damage, cast speed, no. Throwing damage, health, mana, no. Critical strike, stun chance. Lots of stun chance, oh my god. Melee damage leached his health is very nice. But we're losing attack speed. I'm going to say no. I'm just going to say no to all of it, actually. Get out of here. My god, is that our first helmet? We're a real boy now. Alright, Elder Urza. It's our cute boy. With little grabby claws. The whole experience decidedly much quicker than the Forge Guardian. Thanks for the root staff. Play this game. Love it, thank you. Okay, see, like, this is how it's supposed to go. I come up here, he tells me his thing. Oh, they turned this quest off, that's right. There was some kind of issue. So his thing is you get a necklace, and it's like Gambler's Folly. And if you, yes, I know. You have an increased chance to crit until you crit. And then you have a decreased chance to crit for, you know, X amount of seconds or whatever. Apparently they were having some issues with it, so they turned it off. Vitality, health on kill, bleed on hit. Bleed on hit's fun. Health regen. Sure, why not? Nothing new and exciting for our boy. Beautiful. Perfect even. Dang, I gotta like... There's drops going on, by the way, so if you haven't hooked up your Last Epoch account, poor scholars. Gotta get them shards. Let's grab this before we get too into it. And that'll give us multi-strike. I don't really know that there's a reason to take multi-strike over Arrive, to be real honest with you. There is a little bit of Void. Well, I guess a Void Cleave build would definitely be a reason to do it. So maybe... And it does affect echoes. We'll take a look at it. Somewhere down the road, we'll see what we're doing. It's very tempting. I think Rive does void damage with an axe per vitality. There was another thing. So the big thing that like I usually do is you go down this road right here. It essentially removes the third strike. Kind of negates this one. First and second strike have a chance to reduce enemy armor, and then they have a increased attack speed, so you like can just start whomping on them. There's other stuff in here. Instantly killing if you're doing an instant kill build, you know, that's good, 15% right off the bat. The flame drinker stuff, yeah, that would be more Forge Guard, really. Chance to echo is doubled, which is nice, but we're not necessarily leaning into echoes right now. It's a really strong mechanic. Most of these mechanics are really strong, but it's not quite what we're looking for. Beautiful. Every 5 seconds we cast Abyssal Echoes. I don't think it's going to happen yet because we haven't unlocked Void Knight. Yeah, it's just not there by design. We haven't unlocked the mechanic yet. Sure, we'll take some ice beetles. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Might have to put that leather belt on. Yeah, for sure. Cold damage, health regen, no. Critical strike, cast speed, health regen is pretty good. Yeah, I think we're doing it. Bro, get him, little beetle. Don't let me slow you down. Don't know what it is. Don't know where it came from. Don't like it. Sure, this will go fine. Oh, I should pay better attention. Much, much squishier than the Forge Guardian at this point. But also the fights are happening twice as fast, so... I'm mitigating damage taken by killing them. How you doing up here? Yay. Okay, so we did switch this out. I kind of did it quick, though. Only 40 armor, melee damage, stun chance, health regeneration, health per second. Yeah, health regeneration's big. Then look at this. Cold minion damage, health regen. We switched that. 25. Physical damage, melee damage, stun chance. Oh, I do like that, though. We're doing it. We're still got this guy at 19. Not there yet. Alright, so finally, we start to regain health. Per hit. And that'll push us up to 20. And that's where, like, usually when I get to 50, I'll put Rive in there. And then we'll work down the increased attack speed, all that stuff. Because that's getting you more hits, which is getting you more mana, which is getting you more health. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, if I had known. But I couldn't get that Gambler's Favor. Gambler's Folly, I think? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it gives us a little more mana. Oh, you know I'm good for a haste shrine. Alright, so we've got our first exiled mage. And if you didn't see the other guide, essentially what that is, or the other, golly, I'm so used to doing YouTube for so many years. If you didn't watch the other stream, these are essentially just kind of checks on your build, seeing when your damage is at, your survivability. They move around, they do damage. They make sorcerers look cool. But we all know they're not. And this is decent. I mean, getting some of those time rot stacks up is nice. Being able to pull in health when I need it is good. I got slowed. Where are you going, dog? I guess just standing in it probably isn't the best route. It's not an issue, I just don't want to be fighting you through the rest of the dungeon. I'd rather get you off the list now. It gives you a chance to see what, like, where your shortcomings are, so... I'm still a little low on the defenses, the elemental resistances. The health regen. The mana regen's a little bit low, but it's better. And mobility's a little slow, but other than that, we're doing okay. The Gloves of Hope, current ward per second. Well, I do like that. That say 4% of missing health gained as ward per second? That's not bad. What are we handing off for that? Health regen, critical strike. Definitely read that wrong. Oh. Physical cold, poison, ignite, bleed. Disgusting. 29 damage, easy. So 4% of missing health is nothing. I was getting like 1 and 2 at a time, so we're done with it already. I thought it would be good. It wasn't good. But you know what? That's why we're out here. This club's not our forever club, but it's given a good amount of dots all at once, which is nice, especially since we don't have the mana to keep applying damage continuously. Hi, big boy. Seems fine to me. Got a couple dots going off. Decent mana, and it's done. But I don't know why I did that. I just thought that my mace was 20 feet long for some reason. And really, as we start to approach the end of the thing here where we can pick our mastery, like we've got the basis of what we want. The supplementals are going to be really nice. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Give me that haste shrine. Oh, let's see how we do against these guys. So these guys are just... They're void resistant and they have more health, like, on the regular. High void damage and void resistance. But we've still got our physical damage aspect, which is really nice. But yeah, you can see they go down a little bit slower. Better than where we were at with the Forge Guardian at this point, for sure. Gotta protect the Forge. Don't want anything bad to happen to the Forge. Ooh. I'm always a sucker for a ring. Oh no, the Forge. Come over here. Here we go. Not bad at all. Really nothing to... Well, I mean, I do like this. We can see what we can make happen here. Physical damage. Grab some hopes. Requires level 16. Ah! Excuse me. Dewey boy. Dewey boy. Dewey boy. Void Fused Armor of the Ox has a lot more health, apparently. Ugh. Guys are obnoxious. They're obnoxious, they have high health, and they're not even like a guaranteed drop of anything. Wow. Ooh. We're too slow to get away from the worst. Hey Manus. Why are you out here? Leave. Let's have a quick little check here. Still no good there. Two-handed, 30 damage. Oh my god, am I not using a weapon? Oh. So, for whatever reason, the forge counts as its own inventory spot. So, if you put something in there and then you close the forge, that's where it is. It's a fun little thing for you to know. Just in case you do something silly like put your weapon in there. Banyan? Check some damage numbers here. Woo! Yeah, take that, nerd. Oh shit, juked me. Yikes. I actually wonder if I was thinking while we were going. I wonder if lunge isn't the better choice for a movement skill, because clearly, yeah. I mean, let's try it. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we try it? No need for smite, javelin. We're not going to use void cleave. We might. So what do we have in here? I've never really. Reduce portion lunge cooldown, different melee attack, one enemy, current limited number of times. Additional melee lunge cooldown also grants health when it triggers, which is nice. Yeah, then you're hereby haste at the end of charge. That's nice. Avoid stuff. There we go. Frailty, yeah. Deals more damage in a larger area. Interesting. Threshold is based on a distance traveled up to a maximum. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they expect me to do with that information. Smite for the paladins in you. Frenzy for a short duration is very nice. Killing an enemy with lunge resets the cooldown on all the good stuff. Void Cleave. It's weird that they would put Void Cleave and Erasing Strike up. But okay. Ready to Void. Time Rot. Avoid Tag. My guy. Health regen when you lunge. That's nice. This is a really nice skill. I feel bad that I haven't looked at this more. You can lunge to other allies. You heal them with the lunge. That's funny. It's just a 4-second cooldown. It's not. I don't really need that. But that does give us a little bit of extra heal. Interesting. This is all very interesting to me. I think we're gonna go this way. I really like the haste too. We'll look at this path next. We'll still get down here to the Voidbringer. And we'll call the week. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll make this, and we'll get back to the real world. Send me to the end of time. Yep, we know it. Where's our cool dragon buddy? God, it's so cool. He's just out there. He's just out there vibing. Out by a black hole. Elder Gaspar. All right. So again, if you haven't seen it, Void Knights increased melee void damage. Your attacks have a chance to echo, which is essentially just a repeat of that same thing. Forge Guard, we already did. That's 35 resistance and then increased armor. Very nice. And then Paladin's the one that we haven't played with yet, which we might do next. But for now, we'll take Erasing Strike, which does Womp. Which does, in fact, Womp. We're gonna move some stuff around. We're gonna put lunge here. Put a racing strike here. And one more. Gives us smite, and it opens up. Whoop, where are you running to, guy? And it opens up our Void Knight passive skills. Nothing that we want here. Alright, let's start to chart our course here. Resistances are good. You deal increased damage if you have killed an enemy recently. Well, killing is kind of what we do. So I always thought this skill was interesting. Void damage. Smite becomes void. It doesn't heal and it does damage. Counts as throwing, I think, but it's another thing for another stream. We're just gonna do kill on recent kill because we're a bunch of badasses. Womp. It's a good skill. Thank you. 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 And Shattered Valley, Shattered Valley. Nothing really to drop off? Nothing? Oh yeah, we didn't look at our rings. Critical strike, damage over time, health regen. That's pretty good. Which is worse here? Probably the one that gives me... Well, it gives me movement speed though. Okay. Perfect, love it. We'll keep an eye, we're coming up on it. Welcome for everybody who just showed up. We're kind of going 1 to 30 or 40 with the Void Knight, doing the Warpath approach to it. Feel free to hang out. Welcome to the stream. So if I were a bright man, probably 20, you would put in a racing strike. I think maybe ultimately we end up getting rid of lunge as a specialized skill and we just use it as a movement skill. There's that echo. We'll start to see that now. Because of the traits that we have in Warpath, we're going to want to start Warpathing as much as we can. So we want to trigger Abyssal Tempest a lot. We want to trigger Apocalypse Whirl. Echo Knight, yeah. There's that reduce. Warpath less mana per second is really nice. That'll keep us spinning for a long time. We'll shift over to that. Oh, who is this boy? What is happening down here? Big boy down there, sure. Nothing for me to mess with. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's still so slow.
The cultists had a philosophy.
If you want to see the cutscenes, get the game. It's worth it. Buy it. Support them. Suppose we can use lunge a little bit more. That erasing strike is fantastic. It's a little heavy on the mana usage right now, but when you feel the when you feel the urge to just whop it, oh, it's good. Erasing strike and a couple of these other ones too. One of the issues with pre-release was that they create void beams. This is a Void Knight thing that you can do. It's very cool. But you see it says travel at random, surrounding enemies. Like, it just chases, it just goes out in a random direction. The problem is that it wouldn't. You would hit it and it would just land right on top of you and then just stay there. So if things weren't walking into it, it wasn't giving you any value whatsoever. It was just bugged. It was just the single biggest frustration bug. What was this? What are we doing here? I think we're sticking with the do more damage if you kill more. Don't see any reason to deviate from that. The only time that's really going to become points wasted is if we're fighting a boss. We're fighting a strong single target boss who's not summoning ads, who's not giving you a chance to kill things. Then, yeah, you could say that you've wasted those points, but oh my god, guys. Definitely almost just got clocked. Pretty sure I saw it say 0 there for a second. Love it. And you really do have the hardest time with Void Knight just through this first area because you're low enough level that you're not really bolstered against a lot of stuff, and you're fighting enemies that are bolstered against you. Certainly at this point with the Forge Guard, you're sort of already making swords, you're already running through stuff. So don't get disheartened if you die a couple times in here. I have not died by pure luck a couple times on this stream. This. Yeah, I mean, everything in here kind of has your number, so make the best of it. Just really enjoy the time you spend, you know? Maybe the real unrelenting Void Prophets were the friends we made along the way. You just pick that fucking thing up, thank you. Hey, fellas. That was almost the end right there. Relative safety. Give me 1 second. All right, we have anything to drop off? I don't think we really got anything good in that run. What is this? Cast speed, void damage? Huh? Yeah, beautiful. Love it. Why not? Big stick, big stick. Big sticks. Ooh, there's a big stick. So this has void, stun, attack speed, bleed. Yeah, I think so. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Hey, Dan, what's up? How you doing? Get rid of this stuff. You're still holding out for that. Thanks for hanging out in the stream, man. Well, all right, let's deal with these guys first. Easy now. They're gonna come back this way. We'll catch them on this side. Void Cleave, the skill that finally works. Dang, you out there defending some democracy? I thought you got in-law rushed. I would have liked to hop on and played some with you. Just had lunch. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I'm getting the recording for this Void Night here, probably for like, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours, depending on how fast it goes. But I would love to get together after this and do some Helldivers. It all depends. We'll play it by ear. Yeah, we'll do, man, for sure. Feel free to lurk. I'll stop putting you on the spot, making you chat. Just calling in airstrikes on bots, mostly. Yeah. The bots are a lot of fun. Rending Impaler of... Ooh, Abyssal? That's void damage. Hold on a second. Hold on. Base damage converted, consequently. Yeah, we talked about this. Resets. Yeah, we talked about this. Culling the weak. Yeah. Let's grab that real quick. Sometimes Patriots are too close to the bots. Well, It's part of the contract that you signed up for, so are they too close to the bots? Are they really? God, we do love a good echo. Oh, they moved it down here. That's fine. All right, well, you have fun saving those scientists. They've tweaked the absolute hell out of that mission. So hopefully it shouldn't be nearly as nightmarish as it used to be. I'm going to go this way. Do the last Imperial. You guys watch the Forge Guard video? It's the same loop. Yeah, I will usually call those civilians out just as a distraction so that the bots stop shooting at me. And that's just democracy. That's just spreading freedom, man. Nothing I can do about that. A little bit of a glass cannon right now. Gonna want to keep an eye on that. So we got volatile reversal, which is really nice to use. This is actually what I use a lot of the time. It's a time reverse. The thing with Void Knights is they got some time control. So as much as I loved using this, volatile reversal is going to give us so much more mana because you get health and mana back from where you were. So we want to recover the cooldown. Shorter cooldown, but restores health. Essentially, we want to go to here to get the cooldown back. I like to go here for movement speed so I can kind of catch up to where I was, because oftentimes you'll be moving in one direction, it'll send you backwards. But then you've got increased casting and attack speed, which is chef's kiss as well. So we will do 1, 2, 3. Do we want to? Do we want to? Nah, we'll take it. 4. Really nothing yet. Abyssal Echoes is good, but not great. Devouring Orb will give us a lot of buffs. And then Anomaly, you can make Anomaly work for you, but if I was a good player, I would put Erasing Strike in there and start bumping it up, because it does do like a silly amount of damage. But as a for instance, we can spin this all the way down, and And then we can hit our time reversal and get that mana back. Can't do it all the time, obviously, but creates a nice little back and forth for us. Yep. You can live in peace now, bud. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark. For anybody who's hanging out in the chat, I love having you here. I appreciate you. I am trying to help my dad get kind of a junker car. His is falling apart, so if you've got a spare sub to throw my way, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to. But it's not going to go to me. It's going to go to helping a stubborn old man. I don't think we really picked up. Well, actually, we did pick up a few neat and interesting things, didn't we? The Rending Impaler of Glory. Oh, the Abyssal. Void damage, physical damage, all attributes, health on kill. It's so nice. When we finally have our increased melee stun, melee damage, increased void. Oh my god. Poison on hit, mass. Stun chance is good. 65 armor is less than what we've got on, so I'm not interested in that. Mana regen, very nice. Cooldown recovery speed, let's do it. One-handed, one-handed, one-handed. Sounded like a rough time for them. We're still a little bit soft. We do want to be careful about some things. Anything that shreds armor is going to affect us pretty badly. Any big single alpha strikes are going to affect us pretty badly. Get into the nitty gritty, meaty parts of it here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'll take it. I'll take it all. This triggers the Void Centipede. That real quick. I'm just so curious now. Two-handed sword, melee attack hits all enemies in area, can be echoed, unaffected by weapon range. I just feel like there's a whole big world out here. And I mean, I'll level with you. The Void Knight was my first class when I first came to Last Epoch, so there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. A lot of things that I wasn't putting together in my head yet, so I still think I'm going to do this stream with the Warpath. I still think it's really fun. I think it's easy to make work well, but I might have to take a look. 3 mana gained when you use Vengeance and hit at least one enemy. Not so sure about that. Thanks, though. If Void Cleave works and a Razor Strike works, might just have to take a look. But I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do some streams where I'm leveling up the different masteries, and then once I get those up, I'll be able to have some more fun with trying different builds and running through maps and seeing what's going on with it. This Void Amalgamation is a little annoying. It's changed from what it was in the early access. It's more stuff that's in the way. Ooh, a chalice, huh? Physical, critical, fire, necrotic, health regen. That's actually better than what I've got. Come up here. Smoosh. Ah, cave scorpions. Sure. The classic cave scorpion. Oof, poison is still not doing the thing. Still not doing the jam. Increase physical damage and void damage. Melee damage leached as health. Yes. Oh, Dean, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? Whoa, hold on now. We can vibe. Where's my vibe? Hell yeah. Thank you and welcome, and feel free to vibe. We're just doing a stream for Void Knight. Starting to work some of these classes up. What have you been playing? What are you up to? Ooh, Iron Visor, Shield Throw. Nah, we're not doing throw. It's not worth it for us. Do this. Cut the cooldown on that is so long. Viscerating Greatsword. Void damage, health on hit. Oh, sure. Why not? I do like that. I like that a lot. I don't have the chance to use that much. Interesting. I'm gonna have to spend some time. One-handed axe, you say? Is this the bleeding one? Yeah, taste of blood, baby. When you hit a bleeding enemy, all bleed stacks double in speed. It's disgusting. I think it's a low level too, right? Level 13? Hell yeah. So then you look for things that are like chance to bleed, bleed on hit, minion bleed. And then you whack them and just absolutely myrtleize them. I like that skill. A little poison damage never hurt anybody. A lot of rares here, which is really nice. Rares always drop a yellow. Rares always drop a rare. Oops. So one of the big changes that's worth pointing out is World Eater. You leech a portion of your melee and void damage as health. So those are my two main damages. That's what everything in my kit does, especially Warpath. So this is allowing me to sort of stay alive and spinning around longer. That's how pivotal some of the skills are. You just like, and your build's better and it's self-sustaining otherwise. Sometimes you level up mid-spin. Love it. Come in here, get the chests and the quest item. Again, take it. Copper Ring of Regrowth. Critical Strike. Health regen, healing effectiveness. My goodness. Was it my birthday? Where's that at? Yeah. New helmet? What? 95 mana physical. I don't think so. So we're done all the way up here. Oh yeah, that was her. Damn. They didn't want to be called the Lesser Refuge. They wanted to be called Rat City. Long live Rat City. I don't think there's anything new and exciting in here for us. A Bone Harvester. We're not doing necrotic damage. These are not for us. Those are for the rogues. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Yeah. Really back to it. Go in here and kill the dragon. Pork rolls. They deserve better. How do I still hear stuff happening? I'm not on the screen. I can't be like taking damage and stuff, guys. You know, we could switch over to a couple extra things. Warpath Shreds, it's very nice. Damage in a larger area, it's very nice. Just flat extra damage, which is extremely nice. The movement speed, fine. You come to like love it or leave it, really. 38 stun chance, crit chance, ignite on hit. Don't care. I like that skill. Hey, fam. Sacrificial knife. Minion health, no. There's our boy. There's our boy. Oh, get out of there. Doesn't really move too much. He just stands there, does some fire stuff. It's actually kind of less damage than I was expecting. We may have to double think this whole Warpath Void Knight now that we've got more tools at our disposal. Well, we said we'd do it, so let's just do it. We found a thing. We did a thing. Thank you. So this gives us Abyssal Echoes, which is cool. It's like a little AoE that jumps between stuff. I'm not using it currently just because it doesn't really do what I want it to do. But let's see what we just opened up here. So your critical strikes deal more damage for each passive point you're invested in the Void Knight tree, which will be like 40%. I mean, it's not a small number. Throwing in spell, not for us. Chance to absorb health on kill. Very nice, which leads to more health on kill. Melee void damage is nice, but meh. For 3 seconds, So really, we'll just finish up with these two. We'll put one more in here, and we'll round this one up. And that'll get us where we want to be. Done, done, done. Armor through the Shattered Valley. It's a rogue helmet, so that doesn't matter. No, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll take a haste. Totem, right off the bat. That's a lot of damage to put out. Ooh, what is this? Get out of here. Oh, it's this thing. To the courtyard. Well, I guess everybody's on the same team once the statues start coming alive, huh? Interesting. So, hold on. Hold on. Something's different. They changed something. Something is something. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. They changed something. Void beam's still there. Time rot's still there. Interesting. Racing strike critical strikes have a chance to grant void essence, which is 15% void damage, melee damage, and stun duration, which is fine. Void S. God, don't test me on this. Devouring orbs. I don't know. I feel like those used to be more readily available. They may have switched around some of the trees since I last played Void Knight. Ooh. Oh. This is good, like, mage, rune master kind of armor. It truly does feel like it's playing differently, and I don't know quite what it is. Forge Guardian and the Lich were my like last two, or my latest two that I was really focused in on. I hadn't touched Void Knight very much. Oh, come on. Ho ho ho! Oh, I see what they do. So there's a chance for you to... That's very clever. So my health was down at 0 for a little bit. But there was a chance for me to, like, get some health back, it looked like. Dang, I'm all the way back here. Sword or axe. So hammer's not going to do it. But I'm not really, I mean, I'm only using it sparingly. I'm not going to be super sticky about it. Damage leads its health, melee on hit, health on kill. Yeah, I mean, screw, I don't care. That's fantastic. Void damage, shock, ignite. That's really nice. These are all really nice. These are all really nice things. That's useless. It's useless. Also useless. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Okay. Onward and upward, my friends. Jesus, guys. Come on. No boss fight? Sure. Easy. It's actually easier to do bosses than it is to do armor shredding mob packs. Great big spooky battle. Oh god, I'm clicking on stuff. Oh god. I was giving Dean a follow. That's totally on me. So apparently my attention span is 2.5 hours long. Which makes sense. I work in the film industry, so Beautiful. It's like poetry in motion. It's like watching a ballet. Ooh. Mana, health regen, increased armor, dog. Slap that on. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Easy. Didn't even drop nothing. I really appreciate that they shortened this up. So right now we're kind of in a rhythm where we're taking the echoes, we're using Warpath until we see that mana hit, and then we're throwing oops. And then we're throwing a erasing strike. And then we pull back as much mana as we can with the time reversal. So Warpath, erasing strike, time reversal. I wonder what I can put right here. I wonder if there's something fun. Something that's like hilarious. Okay. You leave behind a void rift, deals void damage, void rift. Inflict time rot's beautiful. Oh yeah, we want to do that, don't we? Yeah. That's right. Damn. Things are disgusting. It's not worth it. We're moving on. Oh, ready. God, I might be picking up too much stuff. Armor, movement speed, dexterity, health. Movement speed's nice. Trust in the shards. I meant to check. I'm curious. Yeah, so let's do this. Travel away. Travel back. I mean, it's a fairly long walk back. Free experience and whatnot. I totally get that. Fucking, I'm losing it, bro. Well, then never mind. What are we? Oh, yeah. Making us do this. Amulet. Great sword. Where's this thick fellow? Melee damage, critical strike, stun, stun, stun. I think we're good there. I think we can start working our way up here. Oh, let's just finish it out. Nah. Nah. Ooh, we got a mage. Let's see how he's doing. Damn, he's a rune warden. Stillness, huh? Dodge. Endurance threshold if you haven't been hit. That's odd, but okay. Oh no! Itara and Orbis. Ooh, a time reversal almost got me got. The Emperor's remains, a void puppet. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, I mean, and it's more or less you're locked in. Use the skills you like for flavor. And that's it. And he's done. Pack it in. Didn't really drop anything that time. The 2 shards.
After eons alone.
You want to see the cutscenes? Buy the game. It's a really good game. Support the people who made it. We'll go up. We'll hand in. And I think that'll wrap it up nicely. The nice thing about Void Knight, especially using a skill like Warpath, is that once it's gotten you up to level 30, up to level 50, 60, you can really do whatever you want with it. I like Void Knight quite a bit because of the void damage and the time dilation stuff that you can play with it. I think I need to come back and take another look at all the skills and see if there's anything that's interesting out there, because I think that I haven't given it a fair shake. But that's it. Next to be in the Imperial era, and we'll cover that on another stream. Thanks, everybody. We'll do something again real soon.